I know I'm doing this 2 days in a row, which is not normal, but it's been one of those days. That and this game is getting super interesting, so I kind of wanted to just get a couple hours in anyway. So, to anyone that may watch, I hope you enjoy. Force walking down to an input in the control options. What the hell is force walk? What is this, Star Wars? Yeah, no, I don't know what force walk is. Okay. Anyway, if I remember correctly, the last time I stopped this was just as we were about to go to the ordinary AWE. And I still highly believe that uh, the one large scale HRA that Darley mentioned is probably on the slide projector. Wait a second. I need to go to research, the synchronicity lab. Oh, I forgot about that. Side missions, yay. Oh yeah, ritual. And there's the lab. Okay. We're gonna go there. I really need to get a new computer. If I had a solid state drive, you know how fast this crap would load? Really damn fast. So fast. I was watching a stream earlier. And they were singing the song from Coco, and now it's stuck in my head. I can't exactly sing it, I think, but it's there. It's like a useless Polaris. At least my frame rate doesn't seem to be so shitty at the moment, but I probably just jinxed it, honestly, so we'll see. Let's go see what the hell this mirror is about. This is what I've been wondering about for a long freaking time.
Why'd they keep an altered item here?
Dibs on this control. So I'll just look around.
Debrief for Mirror Excursion 7C. Subject is Agent Hardy. Hardy spent approximately 3
Hey,
hours
Casey.
in the mirror.
Thanks for
The longest time
opening
on
me in a new
record.
tab.
Can you describe your experience inside, Agent Hardy?
It's not unintelligible, it's just
Agent
backwards.
Hardy is physically healthy. All tests have come back clean. Yet the speech issue has persisted for hours. Calm down, Agent. It could be psychosomatic, but the fact that this only occurred after returning from the mirror makes a paranatural explanation more likely. I recommend a battery of tests and a Class Orange quarantine.
He could be telling you how to fix it if you just listen to it backwards on your tape recorder there. Alright, mirror altered item. This proposal is to finally determine the precise nature of the reflected space within the altered item. Is it transplanar, psychologically generated, or rooted within our own dimension? How does the altered item know the space in its vicinity well enough to reflect it? Why does it reflect some materials but not others? Is the space a parallel reality? If so, then we need to consider that while we possess this physical end of the mirror, someone else owns the other. What purposes might they use it for? Can they walk through into our own world? What are their motives? Lastly, to what purpose does the altered item produce the reflections of individuals that enter it? Can these reflected entities leave the altered item? As with all altered items, we need to attempt to distinguish if this behavior is blank. There's a lot of blanks in the documents in this game. It gets a little frustrating. Alright, let's keep them. What are these? Oh, it's the mirrors. Okay. camera's reflecting itself, it looks like. It doesn't seem to be moving in the mirror. Oh, yes, it does. Then what's this one? I can't move these right. Okay. Okay. Is there any more documentation I need to go over before I play with this thing? Oh, here's one. Mirror containment. AI-60, the mirror, does not reflect its surroundings with perfect accuracy. The environment seen in its glass contains slight distinctions. It is unknown why the mirror does this. If there is any blank, then it's something we can't perceive. Popular theory is that the mirror has a goal in mind, that it reflects the world it wishes were real, subtly replacing our reality with its own. While certainly far-fetched, the theory is worth noting here as a warning not to underestimate the mirror. The specially designed black rock panels have been installed to prevent access from our side or the mirrors. For added security, a particular arrangement of the panels is required to open the door. Something tells me that mirror is showing us the panels. It's inside there. Please open the panels. Okay. In a second, we're going to puzzle this. Is there anything over here? No? No? Alright, let's see if we got big brain power over there. I assume this is the left side.
Looks like there's a mirror in there.
Yeah, thanks, Captain Anders. I can't tell. So this is reflecting off the right wall. That should be the left wall then. Like if I'm assuming this mirror is all the way on the back wall, the camera's viewing it from the right wall, reflecting the left. Right? Am I right or am I crazy? And also, it looks like there's one panel open back there. Ooh, and the panel in the front's open too. So, obviously this is the door here that was open in the mirror world. What's reflecting? I'm gonna guess. Yeah, see, I was right. That's the mirror. This should be what that monitor was reflecting. This should be the other one, and it looks like we have just the one closest to the door open. So this one.
What a weird way to lock something up.
Damn, I'm smart. I wish I was as good looking as I was smart. See, I'm not reflective. That was weird. Let's go in. You know, normally I'd probably say I wouldn't touch a...
Wait, that didn't sound right. Yeah, that's not good.
Sorry, as I was saying, normally I'd say let's not touch the spooky mirror, but if I could throw object with my mind and have a gun with infinite ammo, I think I'd be pretty brave too. Ooh, a document. Let me guess. It's all backwards. Oh no, it's this thing. This worked once. I don't think it's going to work again though. Yeah. I gotta find the... whatever the symbol is that I need. I can't open you? Oh. Oh, there's a lot of symbols. How do I know which one's the right one? Let's keep looking. This is cool. It's the same tape, just backwards.
What? I can't understand you. You need to listen. I saw something in there. There is something inside. You need to lock down the mirror.
Is it the former again? I like the former spot.
Why are you talking like that? What's wrong with you? All of you? There's something in that fucking mirror.
Okay, so there's something in here apparently. Anything on this side? What symbol am I looking for? I'm starting to think it's... I don't know yet. Let's just keep exploring. Okay. As expected, everything is backwards. Is this something I can interact with? Is that why it's zoomed in? It'd be so cool if you could talk backwards on command. Yeah, it's okay. A lot of the best toys. There's got to be a point at which I can't go any further, right? I can't explore this place forever.
Did you see that? Someone's in there.
No, I didn't. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't see that. Just her reflection. Apparently she doesn't want to look in her reflection enough. Wait a minute. She saw the reflection in this room. Does that mean in the real world there's someone in there? I feel like I'm correct. Let's see if I can figure out the damn puzzle. I just wish there was something. What? I hear nothing. Where's that coming from? Is it back downstairs? Okay. I saw her that time. That says it's spooky.
That's not good.
The juice is loose. Defeat the message. Okay. Okay, she has rockets. Actually, you know what? I think I have rockets too.
Nothing but a pale imitation.
Come on, Essage. Bring it home.
Another one?
Oh crap. She's got throwy powers too. I like how I call them throwy powers. Oh, I'm out of energy. Let's go. Oh, she's like fucking teleport.
That better be all of them. That explains why they locked
Get
this
off me,
mirror up.
Box. Jesus. That box was on top of me. It says to cleanse the mirror, but I still want to know what the fuck was up with this thing. Like, which one did I want to use? Is it that one? Two Marshall, two Marshall. Which symbol is it? That's the one thing. No, I got you. That looks like it matches, but it didn't do anything. I'm gonna have to sit here and try them all. They're all just those ones. I tried that one. You just saw it. Hopping in to say hey but can't watch work is not nuts. Oh. Well, thanks for at least saying hi, Dandy. I appreciate it. I'm just in a mirror, but yeah, well, I hope work slows down and your day gets a little easier, bud. I'm just trying to figure out this thing, whether or not it's a dead end. Just trying to work this Tinu Lortna. I don't know what it is. I give up. Let's cleanse the mirror.
I wonder what the Bureau was doing with this thing.
What they do with all the things. What do you think?
Well, it's cleansed now. The haze is gone. It's dealt with.
I can go back through it, though? I can. Okay. What does the control unit on the other side show? It shows nothing. It shows jack shit. Oh, wait. Maybe it's on this side. I forgot because it's a mirror. Oh, there. That's it. I can't really, that helps. So it's bottom all, right all, left none, top one. And it ends up in the bottom left. Okay. So when I say bottom all, right all, top one, it ends up in the bottom left. Just like that. Is that not good enough for you, gaming gods? That's what it was, right? I'm not crazy. Well, that's redundant. Oh, Casey, you know what? You're so fucking smart. That's the right way. I have to do Mirror World. Ugh. Man, I thought I was being so clever with this part. I couldn't figure out that one little fact. That's stupid. That's stupid. That needs to end up bottom right. Ooh, that looked like a legendary one. You definitely did. You helped me out with that one. Oh, I cannot believe I didn't get that myself. I feel so stupid. But thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, I didn't even need the. I already have a better. That's okay. We still did good. Like collectibles. What are getting collectibles? Oh, procedure. Alright, this item should be kept in a sealed chamber with minimal external visibility. A hanging mirror, oval in shape. The frame is made of ornately wrought brass. The item does not reflect its surroundings accurately. The item's effect is complex. Most notable is the fact that the glass transports individuals to a paranatural space when touched. In this space is an imperfect reflection of our reality. Some objects inside the reflection are simple mirror images, some are blank, while some do not appear at all. The reflection only contains areas within a blank distance from the item itself. Relocating the item has proven that the reflection changes depending on its surroundings. Agents have been sent in to explore the reflection. Blank has been observed in the test subject sent inside, believed to be psychosomatic. Prolonged exposure to the reflection is not advisable. Okie dokie. Well, I seem to be done here anyway, so let's get it. Alright, now I think we can continue with our main quest. Actually, let's buy an ability. Should I levitate longer, or should I seize longer? Not really long. I apologize if you can hear my roommates in the back. They're just debating loudly. Seize or levitate? Maybe more energy. Energy. Let's go that way. Throwing stuff with my mind is fun. Let's get something that lets me do that more. Can I construct anything? I can. Let's upgrade the grip. Actually, no, can I upgrade my mod thing? No, I still don't have those last two fragments, or the materials. No, let's upgrade the grip. Fully upgrade. Oh, I can upgrade this too. Okay. Not that I've ever used it. Actually, I have just once to complete the challenge. Speaking of which, executive encouragement charge. Oh, gee, these charge in the executive sector. This one, I don't even know why I'm still trying. I don't even go to research that much. I'm not going to accept anything. I don't want to. Where? Transit corridor. Oh, that's where it was, yeah. And then I go to the turntable. I still have a lot to explore in the research sector too, so this game is not even really close to done, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Explosive environmental hazard for other opportunity to damage, but no, they can be just salvaged to you. Yeah, believe me, I figured that one out firsthand, like in the first episode. I think I tried to pull something to me and throw it real fast, but I ended up throwing it against a wall right next to me and blowing myself up. It wasn't smooth at all. The New York City subway. Can I actually go over here? Did I check? I don't think I did. I didn't check this either. You're okay. You're not hurt. Where is this? Oh, it's just a little room. took the mold pill. You're fine. Pierce aimed fire boost. That looked pretty cool. Let's check over here. Really? No treasure? That was disappointing. That's what I get for exploring. Is this where I came in? I think this is where I came in. Yeah, and then I cleared this place. Okay. Can't sprint while I'm flying here. The turntable. Okay. I gotta rotate the turntable. Just this. Okay. Okay. I used the shield once. How crazy is that? And I see one of the rock guys down. Why are you just standing still? I'm not gonna complain because that kind of helps me, but you're gonna die. Then I saw down there our old friend, the rock monster.
There's gotta be a way to rotate these tracks.
It was a rock lobster.
Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
Rock lobster. It was a little quick. Nothing I can't out. Let's see the other chests or collectibles down here. Let's see where this goes. Yay, chest. Charge blast boost. I might want to put that on the charge. Boy, it's moldy. Documents.
There's
Yay
gotta
for
be a
reading.
way to rotate these tracks.
Work chat T. Guess who just had to inspect an inbound delivery of like 100 teensy tiny little boxes? Me, that's who. And you know what was inside each one? A single human tooth. Fucking gross. Oh man. I remember this. Some guy talking about it like, you think that's bad? I had to open a dead door.
Maybe there's a control panel nearby.
There might be. Wait. Guess this is it. Wait. Should I check what's over there first? Sterling Avenue. Ordinary dump site. Wait, what was this one then? Ordinary AWE. What the hell's the ordinary dump site? Oh, I can't even go in. Sterling AWE can't go in either. Last episode they had a whole bunch of stuff on Alan Wake. It was really cool.
It won't rotate.
Oh,
Something's blocking it.
looks like the mold. Problem solved. No wonder I'm the director.
It won't rotate.
Oh, is it more?
Something's blocking it.
Oh, it's the other side mold, probably. That infamous other side mold. Always nice. Now, how does this door open? Cool. Wait, did the other two open? No, they didn't. I'm not gonna lie, I'd like to see what's going on in those two as well. I should be allowed, shouldn't I? I am El Director. Oh god, there's something. I don't know what that means. But there's stairs! It's down the stairs. Oh, is this where I'm supposed to go? I guess that would make sense. Come on, lady, you know how to go downstairs. Okay. Not seeing much here. Kind of expecting bad guys to appear. That would be the ones. Oh, it's the invisible dudes, and now it's dark and I can't see. This is just a little bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna put some distance between us. Ooh. Boom. Roast. If I hadn't been anticipating that, I probably would have done a lot worse. Not gonna lie. This room just kind of spelled out fight. Ooh, yay, chest. A reward for my amazing perception. Yes. Oh, looks like everything. Ooh, don't. No, I'll take it back. I saw that. How do I get in there? There was a really weird picture of something that looked like a corridor. Hello. Wow. I am amazing. Holy shit. That was cool. I hope there's more walls like that. That was awesome. Just punched right through it. Does it help me get snacks? No. Apparently the snack machine is stronger than the snack walls. Anti-theft is really serious these days. That's, plane? Train? Automobile? That's a power box. I'll just throw it in there. Okay. Just looking around, don't mind me. More treasure. I can get behind that. This will take me to the Warner data, apparently. Probably need to power it up first, though, it looks like. Open this, and I'm going to take you. Let's go. And I need one more, right? So I want to put one here. I have restored the power. Elevator's here. Let's go to ordinary. Search for the slide projector. Hello. Well, I killed 3 of them real fast. I picked up a big boy and threw it right back at him. Why do I feel like I've been... Have I been here? I can just check my map. What am I talking about? No. No, I haven't. Okay. Oh, I am going to go through the AWE drop and then the Sterling Avenue thing. Across the turntable. Okay. Alright, so I haven't been here. That's good to know. Documents. Airplane evaluation order. The airplane in question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of Blank, Cincinnati. It is suspected to be connected to... Wait, isn't Cincinnati itself a town? Wouldn't it be Blank, Ohio? Okay. It is suspected to be connected to the Blank AWE. See case file blank for details, and is being evaluated for altered status. The plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector brought there through the New York subway tunnel, special access Blank. For more information on Tunnel Blank and links to urban legends centered on ghost stations, abandoned tracks, and Blank, see file, whatever. The plane's black box is currently being evaluated for blank, and initial readings have been taken by a research team, but no altered status has yet been detected. Okay. Let's open this up. Take a peek around. Nothing. No more documents. This game just makes me a whore for reading. Documents just get the engine going. If I see one more, I might just open orgasm. Reading's for cool kids. Oh god! I did not expect to see an enemy in here. Ordinary AWE Stage 1.A. Stage 1.8 Dump. Witness testimonies. The first slide was a room with dirty wallpaper and dolls on a shelf. There were lots of dolls. BF interview 2002. Dylan Pitt. The house was empty. No one lived there. We played in there a lot. It was our secret playhouse. Jesse Fade. I went to school with Neil. Some kids called him Nosebleed Neil. Note, likely Neil Hosenberg, missing. It was mean. He had asthma. Tom, note, likely Tom Barlow, missing. And his gang, Freddie, note, likely Frederick Bartwell, missing. Hugo, note, no one by this name was found in public records, bullied him. We brought Neil to the dump to play. Extrapolated information. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide. Designation house. Okay. I didn't mean to back out that fast, but thank you. Let's open the exit and continue. Those are weird noises.
You're listening to America Overnight, celebrating 29 years, shining a light in the shadows.
Okay. What's on America Overnight tonight?
Thanks for staying with us. Here's our first caller.
What I'm about to tell you, they found out. I don't know what would happen.
If who found out, brother?
The men in the suits. They told me it was an industrial accident, but this is something else. Something nobody talks about. Ordinary.
This certainly doesn't sound very ordinary, caller.
No, not ordinary. Ordinary. It's a town. And it wasn't an industrial accident. I mean, that's what they said. But that's bullshit.
Whoa, please watch my language, caller. It may be 2 a.m., but we're still a family show.
I'm sorry. It's just my brother was there. They said the town was destroyed, but it wasn't. I went there. The people are gone, but the town's there. It's still there.
So the population of an entire town disappears, yet the town remains. Tell me, was the phrase, "there is no salvation," written anywhere?
I'm not sure.
The same thing happened in Brazil in 23, a village called Flor Verde. More than 600 people just up and left. The government said they were fleeing guerrilla forces, but we know the truth. A mass abduction. As predicted by my regular guest, Dr. Quincy Reagan.
Abduction? You mean aliens? That's bullshit! I know they're lying!
Now I warned you about the language, caller. I'm afraid we're gonna have to cut you off. Good timing, too. It's time for a short break. Hang in there.
You just came back from a short break.
Be right back.
You guys are like 90% commercials. Oh my god. Anyway. Lots of documents. Ordinary summary. Oh, this should be good. An AWE occurred in the town of Ordinary caused by an object of power, a slide projector, discovered by local children at the dump outside of town. Which, by the way, parents, if you're letting your kids play in a dump, come on. When a specific set of slides are used in the projected images open doorways to other dimensions. Multiple slides were used by the children, resulting in the disappearance of the town's adult population. Event response. On August 30th, 2002, siblings Dylan Faden, 10 years old, P6 materials, and Jesse Faden, 11 years old, P7 materials, were playing at the local dump when they found a discarded slide projector. See OOP15 case file and Darling Presentations blank for details. A team led by Director Trench and Dr. Darling arrived at the site on September 14. The AWE had ended, but the team found the Faden children who led them to the slide projector in the slides, which had been burned with the exception of one. Jesse escaped when agents attempted to detain the pair. In total, 17 surviving individuals were found in the town. All of them were brought in for questioning and tests. See interviews blank and prime candidate program files. 17 surviving children. Okay. Ordinary, Maine. Of course it's in Maine. What kind of paranatural author doesn't put their stuff in Maine anymore? Thanks, Steven. Right. Just want to get that thing. There's the arrow. Okay, get it off now. Check there. Alright, what do you want to share with me now, Dr. Casper?
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects, a gun, a television, a supposedly haunted house. So clearly humanity affects this process. Our collective unconscious is a map of sorts. We hold the key, but we don't know how to use it. We create these archetypes through everyday life, popular culture, urban legends, but we are observing and influencing a complicated system in action. We can change the likelihood of something being a receptacle for these forces just by thinking about it. But we haven't found a method to control the outcome. And yet, there's something unique in us, in our dreams, in the conceptual reality with power, with our minds. What's the cause and what's the effect? Are we the starting point or just a necessary evil in this? A byproduct, a reflection, a projection? We'll struggle to find the answers to these hard questions. Or die trying.
See, I liked him. I'm super curious what made him go so friggin' crazy. I got new assets. Conceptual material. Jukebox tokens. I need to finish the jukebox. I forgot about that. And let's get this thing off. There we go. And more documents. Ordinary AWE Stage 4.8 Town Proper. Witness testimonies. Jesse and me followed the dung monkeys to the cave. There was a lot of them. More of the kids from town had joined up. It was really scary. Jesse grabbed the projector, and we ran as fast as we could. They chased us. I fell and hurt my knee. Jesse tried to help me, but the dung monkeys were coming. They were just about to get us, but then Neil showed up. Neil looked like a dog, like a melted dog, but I knew it was him. Neil said a lot of times he didn't like being a boy because Tom just beat him up. I think he liked being a dog. Interesting. The projector wouldn't turn off, so we changed the slide to the hand. I heard her immediately. She promised to help. Jesse said we should call her Polaris. It's because she was doing stars at school. Extrapolated information. Additional slide designation hand is verified and in bureau possession. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation dog Neil. Really? They didn't want to talk about Polaris? That's weird. I feel like that would be another piece of extrapolated information. If there's anything back here. Oh, no, just that recording. Okay. How close am I? Oh, it's like right around the corner. Oh, I think we're gonna fight some. Let's start with one of these. You know what? I say fight, it's really just a slug. Ooh, another document. Ordinary AWE Stage 2, Sled Hill Cave. After what happened at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Tom and his troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd been using the temple slide. We called it that, but really it was a broken concrete thing like a warehouse or a bomb shelter or something. Very dark. The Knot Mother lived there with her babies, children, I don't know. She was feeding Tom and the others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Oh, wow. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation temple. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Knot Mother. So Tom stole the projector from Jesse and Dylan, and then used another slide and started feeding off some Knot Mother creature and transformed them. Okay. I don't know what the hell happened to Dog Neil. But again, they extrapolated the Knot Mother from this. Why didn't they say anything about Polaris in the last one? We already know who Polaris is.
Annual evaluation of Dylan Faden, formerly P6, performed by Dr. Carla Vaughn. The questions asked here correspond to the 5th iteration of the Gunner's psychological assessment.
Okay.
Are you ready, Dylan? Let's begin then. In a single word, describe the world around you.
Where's Casper?
Dr. Darling is out of the building today.
He's never out. He never visits, not since Roberts. Tell Darling it wasn't my fault. I couldn't control it yet, but I can now. I learned. Will you tell him?
In a single word, describe the world around you.
Prison. A cold, empty prison. Not even official.
What is the next number in the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15?
18.
What day is it today?
How the hell would I know? It's not like you give me a calendar.
You find a rabbit in the woods. It is breathing, but not moving. You cannot see any blood. What do?
Leave it.
Expand on that.
It doesn't matter. The rabbit's not real. None of it's real.
What day is it today?
Do you enjoy asking people questions that can't be answered? Is this what gets you up in the morning? What you dreamed of doing as a scared, stupid little girl?
Can you describe a dog to me?
In ordinary, we had a Nosebleed Neil. And when it all went crazy, you know what I mean. Nosebleed Neil turned into a dog. Or something like a dog.
What day is it tomorrow?
Fuck off! I don't know! There is no calendar! How can I fucking know?
Dylan, calm down.
Fuck you! Fuck you and fuck Casper! Hey! Are you watching this, you old fuck? Did you send your bitch because you're too scared of me? Where is Casper?
Security, get a team in here. I need...
To be honest, the way she was responding, she kind of deserved it. I don't really feel bad for her. But it does sound like Casper was kind of like the only real father figure he had to look up to, and he just kind of failed. Not that, being experimented on by someone makes you a father. Okay, that's a picture. It looks like Casper and Trench. Oh, there's a file up here. Ordinary AWE, Stage 4B, Town Proper. We went in and met Polaris like a star. She told us we were special. She made us special. It felt like being born or reborn, the world fading in for the first time. Familiar, but somehow different. Polaris told us how to turn off the projector. The dung monkeys and the Knot Mother were coming straight at us. Dylan was crying. I turned it off, and they were gone. It was over. I took all the slides and burned them. All of them except Hand. Unconfirmed existence of paranatural entity designation Polaris. Okay, there it is. Seemed like a big thing for them to just miss. Why was that here? Okay, wait. And another document. AWE Stage 1B Dump. The second slide we called the Meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector. He and his goons took it. We thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow and Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Unconfirmed existence of additional slide designation meadow. Okay. Makes sense. Now we know how Neil turned into the dog. Alright. Let's see what's behind the curtain.
Let's see what they have on Ordinary. It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
Were there stairs I could have taken? No. But it seems odd that there were no stairs from that room. I feel like there's going to be a boss fight here. I guess we'll look around for stuff. Oh, there's stuff. AWE Stage 3, Public School. Tom and the others had gotten worse, scarier. The math teacher, Mrs. Chester, tried to make them listen, and they pushed over a piano on her, broke her legs. Then Tom bashed her head in. Bye-bye, Mrs. Chester. I always liked her. I liked math. Wow. That was the tipping point. It was Lord of the Flies level bad. The grown-ups realized something was wrong. The police came and literally dragged Tom and Hugo and the others away. Tom was screaming that the Not Mother would make them all go away. They enacted a curfew for every kid in Ordinary. Mom and Dad were pissed, asking us about the dump, about everything. I remember wanting them gone, like Tom had said. When we woke up the next morning, pretty much all the adults had just vanished. Was I responsible? Did I don't know. Extrapolated information. Disappearance of majority of Ordinary's population confirmed to result from slide projector related AWE. So the Not Mother took them. Okay. Interesting. That's a chest. I'm so glad the green lights up in the dark. Because I still don't have a flashlight. Alright, let's check the other side. Well, let's not check the other side. Okay. I am looking at me.
We found the slide projector in the dump outside town.
Yeah.
Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
I doubt that. That'd be too easy. Oh, Ordinary dump site. Okay.
They say when you visit your childhood home, everything feels small. Like a miniature, not real. They got that right.
So, stage 1 was the finding of the projector and all that. Stage 2 is Tom and Neil's gang changing. Stage 3 was the adults. I forgot what stage 4 was again. Maybe I haven't gotten that far. I could probably just check my notes, but I'll check them again when I find another document. I can't see shit, thank you. Okay, nothing behind those things. I really gotta check everything. I don't know why the compulsion. I've just been trained into me since I was a child, I guess. Alright, what do you gotta say?
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Ooh,
Yes.
a poem by Thomas Zane.
Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What?
I don't know matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things.
Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't. No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this. I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Yeah.
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown that you believe Polaris caused.
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse.
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly. They took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
That explains all the bus hopping she did to get here. Thomas N, yeah. Lots of Alan Wake references. I can't wait to play the Alan Wake DLC. That's going to be fun. I would tell you more, but I'm not sure if you're going to play this game. So I'll let you find out all the specific details. Ordinary Supplement. Details are largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden, see interviews blank and blank for relevant information, and the obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the Ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Example, DF claims there were 8 slides for the projector, JF mentioned 9 slides. The Bureau found 1 intact slide, designation 36, and the burnt remains of 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Notes, Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of the Ordinary town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, with the hopes of finding additional slides or other altered materials. Due to the limited space in the investigation sector, this AWE will be investigated in the containment sector. So the entirety of the dump. Okay, interesting. So Dylan said there were 8. Jesse said there were 9. The Bureau only found 1, but then found the burnt remains of 6 others. Which means that they have 1 slide. They found 6 burned ones, 7 total, which means, according to Dylan, there's 1 more, or Jesse, but there's 2 more. Huh. Let's see if we can find them, shall we? Ooh, yeah. More treasure. This way. Doesn't look like there's anything. Wow. They were not kidding about the dump.
They moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing.
Yeah,
Pretty unbelievable.
Thanks to that subway tunnel. Alright, what do you guys say? Dump cessation of work order. By order of Dr. Darling, all work in the Ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the blank department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personal effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in the slide projectors, found in the area should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately. Why did I zoom? Something tells me there's going to be more boss fights, but let's go up before we explore them. I don't know why I'm using stairs when I'm calling. Ooh, more documents. Globe supplement. The item was found in the penthouse suite at Blank Toronto belonging to David Wolf, who was being investigated for illegally dealing in altered materials. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranatural belongings, including blank, and this item. Mr. Wolf was arrested. Oh, that was not one whole sentence. My apologies. Article from Toronto Daily. So why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, disappear overnight? That's the question that's kept Toronto high society up at night this past week. Police say it's being looked into. Some nutjob radio show in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati, but it's this reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach paradise. Now he's sipping Mai Tais while the world thinks he's dead. It does sound kind of relaxing right now. There's a lot up here. Oh. Let's get rid of that pretty fast. Treasure chest. Another treasure chest. Lots of treasure chests. Come on, you guys. This is not. It's. Oh my god. Ooh. Guess I'll just pick them all off and down here. I'm not going to come up here, I'll just stay up here. He's coming up here at least. Makes my life a little easier. Wow, he dropped like 4 fucking things. He dropped the jukebox tokens. Wow. Oh crap. Did not see him. Where am I even pulling these things from? Just the walls? You'd think this building would care if I was tearing them apart. Is there still one more? Yeah, there is.
We should check that lab.
Okie dokie. Well, if they're all dead, I'm gonna go down there and grab their items in a second. But first, we're gonna finish this lock. Okay. There's the mobile lab, which I will check in a moment. But first, let's get all these freaking goodies. Killed the big guy, and I saw just like all these items pop out of him. Ooh, hello. Oh, I'm full. More organism. I'm just gonna get rid of anything that's below 4. Which one is this? Accuracy boost. 1. What? I don't want to keep it. I can live with that. Wait a second. Wait, did I get rid of the legendary one? I think I did. Oh no, it's right here. Woo! That was close. Personal mods. I'm gonna do the same. I'm just gonna start adopting that strategy because it makes things easier. Then if I have duplicates here, I'll just move it up to 4. Yeah. It's easy to remember. Alright, good enough. I was wondering what it meant by ordinary dumb. I didn't think it was the literal fucking dumb. That's crazy. Anything? Anything? Any walls I can smash through like the fucking Hulk again? Because that was awesome. Why is that not more often a thing? Wait. No, no treasure. Let's check out the slab. Is that the only thing in here? Is this complete?
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
There's a whole bunch of munitions. Let's hit this button. Yep. Alright, let me look at those freaking missions that they just gave us. Dark place. Investigate the sector elevator. Okay. Which sector elevator may I ask? Oh, Central Executive. Central. Wow. Meet Kim, who speaks good. Oh, crap. Did not mean to fall down, I'll tell you that. Can you open that up? Thank you. I don't think I can open that one. I guess for now we'll just go to Executive. First, let's buy something. Should I levitate more? Should I get more energy? Let's get more energy. Construct, weapon, nope. Jukebox tokens, I don't really want to construct those. Kind of feels like a waste of materials at this point. Because I have 7. I could just go back in. Alright, back to Central Executive. What time is it? 10:50. I got about an hour more I can do. Shield Rust has an additional energy cost when you strike an enemy with it. Wait, so it doesn't cost energy until you hit an enemy? So I can just use it infinitely to dash forward? Sounds pretty sweet. This game is too good. I'm a sucker for good story, and this story is super interesting.
I need the containment protocols for every altered item or object of power with an audio-related effect. I'll send it to you.
Okay, that just continues on to... It said... Oh, this sector. So just this elevator right here.
Darkness engulfed the elevator. There was something there, reaching for her. trying to make her act. It was a distress call. Phaeton sensed a drowning man. A hunger in the dark. Investigation sector.
Investigation sector, huh? We should check this out.
Alan Wake, what the fuck are you doing writing about Jesse? What the fuck was that? Why is my brain so blown at the moment? What was this one?
Dylan's a lost cause.
Oh.
I know I struggled to see this, but we contained him now. I wish I had sided with Marshall. Back when it's just one person. So many dead. I thought his youth was an asset. Just too much too soon. Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department.
Oh, is this the beginning of
Dimensional
that?
research in the research sector.
Okay.
Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Okay, what does the board have to say? She has a hotline to Al.
Engulfed the elevator. There was something there. A presence. Jesse Faden could hear it. A call. It was faint, reaching for her from a dark place. Faden was sensitive to visitations. She had them all the time. From her guiding star and the previous director. She was the perfect receiver. As if she'd been made for this. Faden paused to feel it. The force in play here. It was changing things around her, subtle, trying to make her act. Faden didn't like that. Her guide felt it too. Polaris didn't flare up in defense as with the hiss. So it wasn't all bad. Not a hostile transmission. It was powerful, but it was coming from far away. And made weak because of the distance. It was a distress call. Faden sensed a drowning man. A man desperate to escape. She sensed something else, too. A hunger in the dark. Not unlike the hostile resonance. Waiting. She knew that desperate acts can have grim consequences. It was this, more than the man's despair, that made her follow the call. The elevator lights winked back on. The darkness receded like a memory. There was a new button on the elevator control panel. Investigation sector. Faden pressed the button. The elevator doors slid shut with practiced bravado.
Well, this is all an Alan Wake novel. Wake playing on Jesse Pro. It's interesting because that could totally be the case too. I wouldn't be too surprised about that. But a lot of stuff in this game also explains why Alan Wake's game was so crazy. So I don't know if Alan Wake is writing this or if this is explaining Alan Wake. But I guess we'll see. Apparently there's a new button. go. I wonder if this is the start of the DLC. Because I'm not sure if I have the DLC. I just bought this on Steam because I wanted to play it. A lot of the stuff that Alan wrote came true, like the FBI agent that showed up. Yeah, no, that's accurate. But there was a piece of information earlier where it said that the only reason the Bureau knew about Alan Wake's event is because the female sheriff that was helping them had an uncle that was a former Bureau agent. So I don't know. It's hard to tell which one's supplementing which. Wow, this is a big map. Yeah, let's explore.
Hello? Anyone here? Guess not.
What was your first hint? Was the lights being off? 'Cause that was kind of my guess. Documents. Darling investigation. Official comment regarding Dr. Cat internal. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation, whatever, was launched into unethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of anonymous blank regarding inhumane treatment of a blank currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were inconclusive. I can't talk. Numerous obstacles arose during this event. Maybe Jesse is like the FBI agent? I don't know. Nightingale was also mentioned somewhere in here. Something about how he's missing along with the doctor of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, which, you know, we know what happened to them. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of blank sector personnel seemed to be wholly unaware of any such blank containment. One blank confirmed the blank's codename to be blank. That sentence didn't help me at all. But all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the blank research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into blank research. Something tells me they want to look into dimensional research. More docs. Ooh, the Casey inquiry. This is for you. Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a folder of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with the writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy. Well, his first name wasn't Casey, but it certainly was an interesting read.
Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the Bureau.
Yeah, they were investigating stuff here. Missing agents. Mr. Kirkland, here are latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead, from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor, researcher of Ezra Cruz, Agent Caroline Dempsey, Agent Lindsay Malcolm, Agent Charles Murray, Agent Derek Shaw. Letters of condolence will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You will be updated as soon as additional confirmations are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up digitally. Unfortunately, a large number of active investigations were not archived yet, and the only hard copies of reports exist behind the fire break. They're lost, I'm afraid. Ooh. Lots more stuff. Tractor supplement. Note, miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow. Burrow, William, male, Caucasian, case summary, 33-year-old man found dead on his property per police report. Remains obtained for coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, and bone fragments. Autopsy findings. Blunt force injuries. Head. A. Lacerations, left ear, cheek. Blunt force injuries, extremities, dislocation, right knee. Complete avulsion of the right upper extremity with associated fracture of the proximal right humerus. Extensive trauma, abdominal region. complete avulsion of multiple organs, including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of the large and small intestine, all missing from the scene. Wow. It is my opinion that Mr. Burroughs' death is not the result of a mechanical accident as claimed by authorities. The removal of organs is consistent with animal attack. Okay. So that's a weird tractor. Probably didn't buy it to dig up his own organs, I'll tell you that. Resignation letter. Blank of blank 2019, to whom it may concern, it is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's blank. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame this situation on our blank, who has routinely ignored my request for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the blank loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that fire break. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The blank has failed as agents. I shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. Okay, this leads me to believe this is the DLC content, because Kirkland was the head of investigations, but was not listed in Trench's original, head of department's team. So, I think this was added on later, but something did happen here. Staffing issue. Mr. Dennis. So yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple, man. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. It better not be still be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. People are not happy here. No, get done. I want to go through here. Okay, apparently I can't pick up that shelf. Keystone inspection. Boy, the last half of this was going to be reading. Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE, like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try and keep a lid on this Grumman Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any sign of them here. Given their records, it is possible they've switched teams like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Grumman and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the Ordinary case, but that was just the adults if I'm remembering the file correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot in shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get back. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off and maybe get the comms guys working on a cover story. Sincerely, Agent Keenan. Okay, an AWE that took some agents. Noted. More documents. Tractor procedures. Item is not in Bureau custody. None unknown. A Frank Elk tractor, olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses, or growls, and unmanned locomotion. Considered highly aggressive and dangerous. When the item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of Burrow Farm outside of Trenton, Texas, local authorities arrived on the scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived, but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panic calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. The team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrow only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. So the tractor became a bear, which is kind of odd that it escaped them, because it's a tractor. Can't quite run as fast as a bear, I would assume. But I am not a tractor expert, so I will leave that one up to you guys. I can only imagine it like attacking someone and then slowly rolling off. And everyone just sits there watching it like, guess it got away. Ethics investigation. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation blah was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate Program blank by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation use executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systematic blank and blank. Blank were brought into the oldest house and placed under blank examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic blank of paranaturally inclined blank. Not only is this in a breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human blank. Did you really have to, like, censor out human rights or something? This investigation team unequivocally blanked the Prime Candidate Program and recommends that it be blanked immediately. Well, that's unfortunate, no one listening. But there is a power thing here, and I need a power. Open. There is a power cube. Yes, it might be. Ooh, document. Up these stairs, hopefully. Ooh, Cauldron Lake update. To Chief Investigator Dennis. It happened again, the third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our blood. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough, but why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I've got a bureau tech going to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Blank Lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigation agents. It's only a matter of time before this blank hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Agent Estevez. Okie dokie. I see lots of things to interact with. But something's right in front of me. This chair. Get the fuck out of here. Underhill background. Dr. Rhea Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents or demerits, and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDA since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mole threshold issue. It's the bitchy lady. Okie dokie. The lack of light in here is really proving to be problematic. Director investigation. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, blank was launched into the blank of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in blank witnessed in Dr. Trench, including aggressive blank when blank with other staff, has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable blank between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center around the Dimensional Research Wing and the blank kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench's blank as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any blank and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Wow, kiss ass much? Jesus. Trench official warning. Kirkland, I am growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What did you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. And don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate Program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Someone was paranoid or something. I don't know. Got the treasure. It's a shaded facet. Open that window. I said open! Where is that other power box? Or do I literally have to move that? What is this even to? Oh, it's to this thing. Oh, this thing is broken? Do I just take it? Actually, I can just...
There. Now that gate should open.
Okay. I solved the puzzle. That it wasn't really where I was supposed to be solved. That works for me. Specimen Escape Assessment. The purpose of internal investigation blank is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI-1 that resulted in the deaths of blank agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from the internal network. On the blank of blank, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive blank. Cross-referencing that date with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. The air filters were changed, and an hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Blank entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. Given their connection to the same AWE case, it is likely that Mrs. Blank's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the Blank. Investigation is ongoing. Is that Alice Wake? Kind of sounds like it. Let's claim this. Can we build anything? Can't upgrade yet? No. I suppose. Alright, let's continue.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
You can say that. The Blessed Organization. This group/individual has operated outside the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. Oh, Chester Bless, that's the surfboard. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be I was on a roll too. Too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed Organization. Okay. So they're just kind of connecting the word bless. Interesting. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh. It's the hotel switch. 1, 2.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake. Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker.
No terror like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been riding. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen him.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with him. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
That was Alan Wake, the writer who went missing in that AWE case I read about. What's he doing here?
Is he in the Ocean View Hotel?
And Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
That one's locked under the inverted pyramid key, like always. Yeah, Mr. Scratch, that's what I was talking about. Excuse me? Oh, the door. That is loud. Radio is on there. Nothing machine is on. This TV is on. Can I turn everything on? Is that what I need to do? Can I turn this back on? No, I can't. Is there anything else I can turn off? Doesn't look like it. Try the light switch again, I guess, but I'm out of ideas. Can I turn something else in here on? Guess not. Oh, I just walked towards it. Black Pyramid Key. Okay. Something gonna attack me?
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Hartman. Do I even remember who it is?
Dr. Emil Hartman was desperate. The Federal Bureau of Control had stolen his life's work. This was his last chance, his final experiment. What he'd been too scared to do before. Hartman dove into the lake, was taken, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Only an echo of him remained, fragmented impulses on autoplay, violent, bloodthirsty darkness in the driver's seat. Emerging from the lake, the thing was captured by the FBC. Brought in, contained, studied. The thing broke loose, killed everyone it could. The FBC fell back and sealed the sector. The thing was alone in the dark, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came. Not darkness, but similar enough. A sound. A resonance. It shouldn't be a surprise. If there's one, why not another? The darkness inside the thing could have been immune, could have resisted, fought, could have been passed by, passed through with no effect. But it didn't, and it wasn't. Maybe it had grown weaker over time, not aged. It was timeless, but weaker with no link to its source. A metamorphosis followed. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Interesting. So Emil Hartman jumped into the lake. The thing that was Emil Hartman came out. FBC captured it. It got loose. And then changed when the hits got to it again. Something tells me I know what we're gonna fight. Probably have to go that way then. Yeah, this way's not closed. Why is that yellow straw so glitchy? Oh, it's not glitchy, it's just some kind of canvas. Yeah, whatever. Alright, let's do it.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned.
Yes.
Why did Wake want me to come here?
Andy's gonna be so disappointed when he sees I started this without him. I see objects just duplicating and kind of floating around. Find that a little odd, I'm gonna be honest. Let's see what's in the bathrooms at least. This game is very consistent on their bathroom placement, I'll give them that. A lot more
That
than
doesn't look like a house shift.
more than Resident Evil 2 original was.
Do I even want to know?
A shelter. It's nice and light in here. Guess we can claim this too. Let's keep looking around, shall we? I like to walk in the dramatic effect. Ooh, aliens. I was about to say aliens. I don't know. Let's see what's in this. Well, I guess the hiss could kind of be considered alien. so glad that they don't really
Course, the
shoot
hiss
until
are
they
already in here.
are pretty much in my face. Makes these fights a lot easier. Foot gossip? Oh man. Hello, my feet gossip at night, and now I have to wear shoes to bed. Sincerely, me. Okay, I was expecting a whole different kind of foot gossip, but this is hilarious. I have to wear shoes to bed because they gossip. Oh, why is that so freaking funny? My feet gossip at night. Oh my god. I am just easily amused, I guess. That was funny. I don't need to go to the service tunnel yet. I'll explore around a little. See what I can find.
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
Yes, it has. Hartman arrest. Offender name Emil Hartman. Victim name Alan Wake. Tor Anderson. Odin Anderson. Blank. Rudolph Lane. Wendy DeSole. And Thomas Emerson. Blank. Officer's name. Special Agent Remy Dennis. Charges Code 4 kidnapping of altered individuals. 1 count. Code 8 sanctions against altered organizations. 1 count. Obstruction of Bureau investigation. 1 count. Breaching the Ash Act. 6 counts. Offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by Bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each except the Anderson brothers due to their senility and Wake possibly deceased. Dokie. This Hartman guy sounds like he was busy. I feel like I should know that name, but it's not ringing a bell. Ooh, I see. It's something to interact with. No, that's not what I want. Open. I see a chest in there. How come I can't lift these things? Can I just try this? Just break through the wall. Oh wait, can I do that over here? I can! Yeah, that's so cool. Oh, I love that. I didn't even think about it because of the painting. It was a weird painting. That's the sign. Just bust through the wall like I'm the friggin' Hulk. Oh, it's only a specific little circle, but still, it's cool. Very, very cool. Yay, and a treasure chest. Shaded facets. Right, now we can probably go to the service tunnel, it looks like. Maybe?
This darkness is blocking the door.
And the powerful light source of the darkness to destroy it.
Now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows.
Wow, we are playing Alan Wake again, aren't we? I just hope I don't have to shine at enemies to kill them. Just looking to see if there's any other items in here. It doesn't look like it. Okay.
Light burns it away, huh? Makes sense.
Alright, I guess we'll just hold on to this. Since I can't see anything otherwise, this is the closest thing I'm getting to a flashlight in this game. I can't hold on to it. I have to go up. Alright. Sorry, flashlight, you did well. This looks like a mold room. It's okay, I can handle the mold. Is that it? Just one chest? I always forget I need to look up too. You never know what's going to be towards the ceiling because you can look. Alright, let's keep going. I missed my flashlight already. It's the same thing that Dylan was saying. Something tells me Hartman is not okay. Thanks for this control point. Why was he so loud a second ago and now I can't even hear him? Operations Center. Okay. Well, I'm just getting started here, apparently.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Faden.
Ah, thanks for the warning. I appreciate that. How about the whole thing now?
The resonance carves its way through the thing that had been Hartman, vibrating, remolding. The sound changes the darkness, and the darkness changes the sound. They both changed what remained of Hartman. They all turned into something else. The third thing. The sound made darker. The darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched. Stretched as anyone once seen from out of time, like a worm through time. Almost an Ouroboros, a spiral, a maelstrom. The gravity well of a black hole, twisting inward, tightening, taking you deeper and deeper to the bottom, the heart, and through to the other side. The third thing said, when you hear this, you will know you're a new you. He said, we build you till nothing remains. He said, under the conceptual reality, behind this reality, you must want these ways to drag you away. He said, baby, 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 yeah, orange peel.
The way he said that was really fucking funny.
He'd tear apart any ordinary person crossing his path. Now he crashed out of darkness toward Faden. There was nothing ordinary about Faden.
Thanks for the warning. Baby, 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 yeah, orange peel. So fucking funny. Please don't tell me any lights to fight on. Interrogation committee. Kirkland, so you put me on desk duty just because I did the thing I was fucking hired to do, my job? You want to really call that? Bullshit. Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altered items or AWEs or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life, and I've heard some fucking stupid things. They already know the facts. Hell, they know just as much as us, if not more, and they get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around our words, trying not to leak classified terminology. They already know the fucking terminology. If you think pulling me off the case will stop me, then think again. That piece of shit blew up those tracks. He killed those people, all to make the train turn altered. We have him dead to rights, and you need to let me back in that interrogation cell so I can get him to flip on his buddies. These people are terrorists and deserve to be treated as such. This won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension. See if that slows me down. Agent Hewitt. Black market. A black market hub specializing in the trade of occult talismans, relics, and other assorted ceremonial objects, as well as genuine altered and paranatural materials, was raided in Blank, Czech Republic by a team of special investigators. Unsuccessful attempts by suspects to escape using altered items resulted in numerous casualties and prevented the Bureau from questioning all participants. The following interrogations revealed that not only is there a vast network of these retailers, but that they seem to be gathering information on altered items and other paranatural materials from sources unknown to the Bureau. The Bureau's concern here is threefold. There is a growing underground market for paranatural materials, which implies a growing awareness of their existence among a niche group of the general public. These criminal individuals do not seem aware of the item's paranatural powers, and their attempts to activate them can prove devastating if done in populated areas, and the motivation of these collectors are largely unknown. NASA Cooperation Review. Following the NASA-FBC Coordination Agreement of 1972, the Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on our research, including the black rock lining now found in all spacefaring vessels. In return, all data gathered during space missions is made available for Bureau researchers to analyze. Recently, certain individuals have raised the concern that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. A thorough examination of the costs accrued by both organizations has shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the Blank far outweighs any spending related to the processing and delivery of black rock. From its medium Earth orbit, the Blank will provide the Bureau with an unparalleled resource for remotely monitoring and photographing AWE sites, a resource that would be lost if the partnership ends. It is the opinion of this committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance. People can get hired just to say that. Did I come in through that door? I did not come in through that door. I came from downstairs. Ooh, a tape in the bathroom.
Reminder, all employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral drives do not accumulate overtime compensation.
That's bullshit. That is the most bullshit loophole I've heard to not pay someone. Oh my god. The recordings in this game can be quite funny. If I beat the thing, can I turn on a light? I really like that. I could have sworn I saw like a circle that went around to it. I haven't heard a radio since... What? No, don't come up. Go this way. Go wait over there. And then that one was up there. Wait, where did I see that coming from? It was upstairs, right? Yeah, as soon as I walked in. I'm not stupid. I'm stupid. Cool. I see lots of stuff in here. The Shadow. Paranatural entity number, also known as the Shadow, is an aggressive blank consisting of 3 known types. Type A, localized manifestations of sentient blank capable of occupying organic and inorganic material, as well as exerting blank over its surroundings. Type B, shaded individuals. Human bodies blank by the Shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive, but do seem to retain blank of their previous selves. Research is ongoing as to whether this condition is reversible. Type C, shaded objects. Similar to Type B, except that inanimate objects are blank, solely used to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals, which may simply imply a shared link to a blank intelligence. The threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive/defensive measures. The investigation sector is being outfitted with additional lighting source system internally powered to prepare for the eventuality of a blank. At least they were trying to be prepared.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry, against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions.
Oh,
Assuming
okay.
he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
Okay. Emil was the guy who ran the fucking lodge. Yeah. Eagle Limited Summary. A train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to have been the work of a paracriminal group known as Blank. As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of the cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or the direct result of the sabotage. The Bureau had been tracking said group at the time, and the intel gathered suggested an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, a response team on site was able to respond to the train accident site within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigation of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when entered. This individual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further studies. So there's a paracriminal group that can physically make altered items. That is interesting. How do I do this? There we go. Alright, I need the power thing. Let there be light. Ooh, is that hard now? I probably should have saved that. His Ranger Airborne. They did look like a move. See, I knew I missed a document. Or a recording.
Inside the motel. Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance. Even fingerprint powder on the front desk. Results are varying at best. But mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell go and ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one there. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think... Wait, shh. There's something. I gotta get this. Gotta get the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate. Okay, there we go. All right, that was faint, but I definitely heard music coming from the hallway. I think I might have finally caught one. Ha! The recording better work this time, or I swear to God, What? Hello? Who's there? Oh, shit. I'm with the FBC. Move away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
Is that the end of it? I missed it. Oh, right, the end one. That. Man, I wanted to hear the end of that. Sounded like it was going to be good. Pride Falls, Washington. Pemberton, New Jersey. Lansing, Michigan. Keystone.
Darkness everywhere. New day, same old bloody city.
Oh, it's on. Yeah, it's just like
Dark but good for nothing. Get rid of it. The air is getting bad. The vents, they are full of mold city. It's not good for you. Headache, nausea, odor, depression. Lads here have died standing up. Lighten them up.
So I have 3 Auntie missions to do. Fortunately, those will probably have to wait because I should be getting to bed. So there's a control point right here. Perfect. Alright, let me just check those missions real quick. Notify nest around the dark, notify nest clear the mold, notify nest nourish the plants. Shine light on the plants, eradicate the mold, and remove the darkness. What does the map look like? Does it show? No, it just shows the main active one. What if I make the other ones active? Will it show me who those are? Let's look at the mold. No, don't go forward. Wait. Yeah, it does. Loading bay vents, AC systems, abandoned offices. Okay. Over there, over there, over there. Okay. So I'm gonna have to run around a lot in this sector, it seems, but maybe we just save these for once we get access to more of the places. Might make it easier to deal with. Especially since I know this is DLC stuff, so there's no real waiting for the story in this one. Anyway, let me check my loadout stuff and get rid of all the useless crap. Alright, this looks good. This +1, this one, don't need 2 of those. Okay. Do for these. What's this? Launch speed on launch kills. Incoming damage after seizing enemy. No, I'm good. I don't need pressing. I have 2 of these. Didn't notice. Alright, I think that'll do it. And 1 ability point. Last energy upgrades 2, so we can't even do that. But it's okay. We don't need to. Ooh, I can construct surge. Oh! This must be DLC stuff. Surge fires adhesive munitions that detonate when manually triggered or if their timer expires. Okay. Not going to use it, but I'll make it. Yeah. Make it. Most likely won't use it. Honestly, it's hard to give up the spin, but whatever. Surge maneuvers. Random infinite player mod. I should do this one. That's rank 6, and I haven't even found a rank 6 yet. This one's rank 2. I don't really give a fuck. You know what? Abandon it. I don't care. That's rank 4. I don't care. Rank 6. That's the only one I care about. Wait, can I get rid of all the ones I don't want by accepting an abandon? I can. I'm gonna just cycle these out then. I'm just gonna cycle. Holy crap. This is way better. Anyway, save again real quick. And yeah, so I'm going to call it there. Anyone that tagged along and watched, I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. And I'll probably play more of this soon, because if this is the Alan Wake DLC, I've just been itching to just see what's going on, you know? Anyway, I hope you all take care, and I'll see you next time.